Alright, what's up, guys? We're playing Godus. This is just Patrick and Scott. We're actually just on one PC. We're just kind of both opening this game up, just kind of trying it out for the first time. I played it for a little bit. Patrick, this is the first time he's ever opened it. And it doesn't hold your hand at all, so you like know literally nothing. And it's pretty unforgiving too. So like if you yeah, so like down, you see Patrick just moved the land. So basically what this is. It's sort of like if you were to mix a Civ game like Civilization, mixed with a little bit of like Minecraft, like terraforming elements with I don't know, maybe sort of a SimCity, I don't know. It's a lot of games combined all at once, but it has a lot of RTS elements combined too. So it's really interesting. Basically, the thing you'd see down at the bottom left, and that right there, yeah, that's your that's basically your amount of like experience or like ability you have in the game, and that's basically like your god ability, and it's you can charge it back up, but also it is it deplenishes as you use your ability. So as you sculpt the landscape, if you notice Patrick just did, he lost some of that power right there. So the way you get that is by collecting belief. And so basically you're a god, and those are your people, and you're trying to help them flourish, and at the same time you're gaining more power while that's going on.
Alright, so I know nothing about this game, and it's like I'm on an island.
Yeah, so like this is that little bit right there, that little bit that you see that's like lit up, that's like all you have. That's like the only thing.
Oh, this is the only thing.
Well, no, okay, so like you can go anywhere around here, but like that little circle right there is the only thing that you actually have influence over at the current moment.
Okay.
So like the more people you get, the more that opens up and it lights up more, and that's the more area you can explore.
Okay.
So right now those guys are trying to get rid of that rock that's in their way because they're stupid and they don't know anything other than beating up rocks.
So I need to get rid of this rock for them.
Yeah, and so they're really excited and they just built their first house.
So now people believe in me.
Sure.
All right. This book contains a history of your people. It starts with 2 lonely souls. I'm not reading all this.
No. Basically, what it says is like you're a god now, and the collectible thing in this game is those cards, and they really do well. Like like you try to collect them, and that's how you advance as well. Like you can get more god powers the more cards you get, and the more cards you get, they help you advance right here in the different ages. So right now you're in the primitive age in the establishment period. So you guys they don't really know how to build houses or anything like anything cool yet. And it just right there, it shows you all the different ages you can go through. It goes all the way down to the space age. I think right now, though, as far as they go, I believe is the philosophical age. Because I think they only have 40% of the game done right now. So I think that's as far as you can go right now with the beta. Like I said, it's an open beta right now. It's like $20 on Steam. You should totally go get it.
And also, if you buy the game now, is it going to be cheaper than when it's actually released?
You buy the game now. I don't know how much it's going to be when it goes for release, but I'm sure it'll be less than $20. But you buy the game now, and basically when it goes released, you get the whole thing. You don't pay another dime. That's it.
Awesome.
You pay $20 now, and that's it forever. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty big, so you can flip that. I'm sure it's a bunch of nonsense. That next page. Yeah, so this just puts the cards in your little... This book basically just tracks your progress for you, and yeah. You even see up top left right there, that shows you how many people you have to your left. We can't see because our frame rate's in the way. But you have 2 people. And once you get up to 3 people, you reach the next level of growth. And then once you're blue, that little blue line gets up to the top of that bar, your land like expands a little bit.
Alright. So the more people I get to believe,
the bigger your land gets. Right, it makes sense. So the more people you have, the more land you need, and the more land it gives you.
Alright. So I'm guessing the thing I need to, well, they're already building a shelter.
Yeah, so like they know like to build shit, but they're really dumb. So you, like the thing I've noticed is it's not something you run into like as well. I think like when you do try to build something, and then you're sculpting your land, you'll fuck it up. All right, yeah. And so then you got your little card that came up at the top left. And there you go, land expansion. I guess those 2 dudes, there were clearly 2 men, just went in there and banged. Apparently they made like some more people. I don't know how that happened.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Alright.
So now you have a little bit more land. And if you click that flag, it tells him to come outside and start building.
Yeah.
He's really jovial about it and super excited to go build a house in virtually no time at all. It's like probably the biggest part of the game is like just the sculpting aspect of it or whatever, just moving the land around and just being creative, and like you can turn the map into anything you want and make it, look however you want it to look.
Alright. Alright. Build another house.
See, he didn't have any land to build on because there's rocks and trees in the way.
Okay, so I need to move.
You can't move them.
Well, I can't move them, but I can.
You can destroy them.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so say for instance, I get rid of these rocks, and then.
Yeah.
Then I can.
Only until the plot, that little square, did you say the little outline square comes up, does that mean that there's enough room to build a house?
Okay.
Or anything, really, any building, any structure.
So if this guy comes in this house with that other guy, are they gonna bang?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just they just bang. He's just walking around like an asshole. I don't know. That's you. You got to click on that to collect your belief.
All right. I hear a heartbeat.
I think that means they're banging. And something's being born. I don't really know.
Awesome.
See, like, I caught myself, like... Actually, I saw a tweet from 22 Cans of people make this. Like, the guy makes this the guy who designed it was Peter Molyneux, and he's the same guy who makes Fable.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he left whoever the fuck that was who made that game. I don't know who made that, but he apparently left them, and he has this little startup now, obviously. 22 Cans, and I saw a tweet that said, what kind of god are you? The kind of god that allows the pretty trees to... Basically, do you like pretty trees or do you destroy them to make room for more houses? And I discovered that I'm the guy who likes to make room for more houses because I don't get anything for pretty trees. I get more, basically, god love power from building more houses because I have more people. It makes more sense to me. Like I said, I think they said this is like 40% done or whatever, so it's still like really early access beta.
Is there a way to actually click and drag so I can...
You can move it. Yeah, you can do... It's WASD, typical.
Oh, okay.
So you can move around the map and stuff just like that. And I mean, it's... I saw... Oh, you can even do this too. Here, go to your options. And yeah, and so do game options, and then your name is, this is your god name. Your god name is Extreme Milk. That's what your name. That's what your name. Your name's gonna be your gamer tag.
Yes.
You're Lord Extreme Milk.
Yes.
All right. And then you can set the name of your people to whatever you want. The Milklings. All right.
Milklings.
That's cute. All right. Whatever. I think you can change that anytime you want to, and like it's cool because like that little book, like tells you that like the little every time something happens, it tells you the little story, and it says the Milklings are doing so and so, and they're all dying, or they're all doing really well, or they're all getting really smart or something. It's like I kept trying to like go up this little. I guess this is like a little archipelago, a little geography for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kept just trying to like go up this thing and get up to like towards the mainland, but the thing I kept running into is like my people just kept getting tired and just fucking dying. So I don't know what that was about. You got cards there.
Now, what can actually happen to make them die? Is it...
I have no idea. That's the thing. Is like they don't hold your hand.
Okay, so it's kind of like being thrown in the middle of Minecraft and never playing Minecraft before.
Yeah, well, but the thing about Minecraft is like by the time we all get into it, there's a wiki and it's like they had everything to, you had guides and stuff. This game has nothing. Like because it's such an early game. Like, you know, I think you know, we've convinced a lot of our friends to buy it, but as far as I know, though, like, you know, it's still an indie game. Like, it's not being published by a big company, so there's not like a giant. Well, I guess Mojang wasn't a big company either, but what I'm saying is there's not like a giant, you know, resource database that we can just go look up stuff and learn how to do stuff. So I'm pretty sure my people are on the fringe of extinction. I'm pretty sure they're all about to die, and I don't know what happens when they all die. Because I can't get, like, I keep getting to like 150 people, and then they just start going back down again. And it didn't take long for me to get to 150 people. I got there probably in like 15 minutes, or longer. It was probably 30, but I keep topping out there, and they all just keep dying. I don't know if it's you got to give them something to build, and like they just, I don't really know.
Now, how come?
You gotta have a certain amount of clearance, so you gotta like move your land around in a way that gives them enough space to build shit.
I don't see why this isn't enough land.
Move that left little curve down.
Right
Go
here.
down a little bit. Yeah, move that all down a little bit. Bring it all down. There you go. But see, like, they gotta have they can't like jump up 2 spaces at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like more research. Like they have better tents now or something. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, just the more you expand, the smarter they get.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess. Like, okay, and that's a chest. Like, you just found that resource card in that chest because the land opened up for you. And like I said, you can get those resource cards, and they help you advance further too. So like, you needed 1 felt to unlock the felt tents, and you got the material to unlock felt tents. So now your guys are going to start building better tents.
All right.
And now it says primitive age of the Milkweed people. So they started to advance a little bit. And I don't think the trees help them in any way. Like, I don't think you have to provide them with food or anything. So like, I don't think the trees help them. I think the trees are just there for scenery.
Just kind of in your way, mostly.
Yeah, but like, I know, like, I saw a video on Rev 3 Games of Adam Sessler talking with Peter Molyneux, and he was saying, like, when you change your shore, it affects the tide, and the tide affects the wind.
Huh.
So like, every little thing that you do affects the map as you know, in a tiny minuscule amount. But I guess on a macro scale, over hours and hours of gameplay, I would assume that eventually you can start to really, really change the geography and just the way the map acts.
So if you're not careful, you could really mess something up.
I don't know, and see, that's what I wonder if I did. I wonder that because, like I said, I'm stuck at 150 people, 150 followers, and it keeps going up and down, it keeps fluctuating. And like, some of the I even did this. Like, this right here was pointless to me, so I just completely got rid of that whole. You can delete that whole piece of land if you just shrink it small enough. Like, you can eventually just make something go away. And I think the flags mean, hey, come here, I got some work for you to do. Like, it sends them out of their house to go do some shit. Yeah, so like, you just got rid of that, basically.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That's timber, and you'll need that to make some sort of thing. And like, the more you sculpt, the more you change your landscape, the more you're going to find cool shit like that.
bigger.
Yeah, I don't know why that was bigger. I guess that's because it was a felt tent. I mean, a really simple, like, I guess, initial concept, but, like I said, though, I fucked it up. And, yeah, and it's like, you can't just... You can't just ignore them. You can't just like move land around. You got to click those little pink dots, or else you're not going to get any power.
Yeah.
So it's like you're micromanaging everything, and that's just.
Ooh, more timber. Now, I kind of noticed, can they not build on this?
They can if it's big enough. So if you notice, they built over here up on that little plateau right there, but that's because that space was big enough. They can't build on that little L thing backward, or I guess a J that you have going right there.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough land. From what I can tell, everything's on sort of a grid. And so if it doesn't fit within enough land within the grid space, then they won't build.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, is this just the default map that that everyone starts on, or is it kind of randomized?
I think right now, this is the same thing I had.
Okay.
So I think it is. I don't honestly know because of the size of it. I don't think it randomly generates anything. I think it's pretty standard, and they're counting on the fact, just based on how big it is, that nobody's going to be able to explore it. Like, it's so big that they don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Minecraft has to have randomly generated maps because it increases the adventure of it based on how many people are playing it and how much land you own at one time. See, it's not like Minecraft. You're limited to a certain space at the very beginning. And the cool thing about this game, so I think you have all that. You may only have 2 timber. Yeah, you only have 2 timber. But the interesting thing about this is you're gonna expand your world, and you're gonna keep growing, you're gonna keep getting more land and keep growing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And eventually, what's gonna happen is you're gonna gain more people, and with that, you're gonna gain more land that you own, that you have influence over, and eventually, your borders are gonna run in to another player's borders.
Okay.
You're gonna meet each other somewhere, and he's a god too. He's got his own people. And when that happens, you two have a decision to make, you and the other player, and who's also a god. You have a decision to make. Are you going to kill each other? You can get your people and make them fight each other. It's, like I said, it's an RTS game. Like, it acts like a civilization game. So you can try to kill each other, or you can say, okay, well, we can coexist together, and we can form our own, we can join our people together and have our own new religion, or we can just stay away from each other and just agree to disagree. You don't come near me, I won't come near you, whatever. And so, like, it's basically, this whole game is just a big social experiment to see how people are going to act around each other.
So, do you have any idea what happens if you're completely wiped out? Is that it? Game over, or?
Yeah, I mean, and see, you have that limited amount of power, and so, like, you can do certain, like, if you hit those little arrows to your left, those arrows right there, yeah. It's like, okay, so these are different things you can do. Like, scroll down. That's the only power you have right now. Like, scroll down. Keep going. Just keep going. So, like, there's, like, Finger of God and, like, Armageddon, like, keep scrolling. Earthquake, Tidal Wave, Tornado. These are things you can do to other players and their group of people.
Oh.
But see, it uses your god power. So right now, you don't even have close to 30k. It's 30,000. You don't even have close to that. So, like, it uses your god power. So, like, you can send a shit ton of your people to go attack a guy, but while that's going on, they're not worshiping you. So they're not giving you any power. So if all those people die, you have nobody to give you power. He could just come around, flank you, and just take out your entire group of people. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like an RTS, whereas you could just build a giant army and go attack somebody. There's nothing they can do about it. If you make a giant army, you're going to lose those people, and you're not going to have those people to worship you. But it's like it weighs. You just got to decide what's more important. Do I need to expand, or do I need to just protect what I have and just continue to get more god power?
So you really have to be smart about, are you going to attack? Are you just going to kind of...
Yeah, and I think too, like I said, that little book thing up there writes your story as you're doing it. So like as you do these things, it's going to tell what kind of god you are, and it's going to determine how your people act and how your people worship you. Like, the more violent you are as a god, I don't think they're going to show as much love and like reverence as they would. Like, you're not going to gain as much power as quickly, but you're going to have more land and more people, so maybe it balances out. Whereas you could have less people and you're a kinder guy and they love you, and less people give you more power than those more people would.
Yeah.
They don't love you as much. So, it's like it weighs itself either way, and I don't really know which one's better. I don't know that there is one that's better. Yeah, see, there's just more land. I mean, you're getting more people quickly. Like, you're up to the 70 cap.
I'm just curious, what are they eating?
I don't know. And if you zoom in, like if you look at them, they're faceless. Like they don't have faces. Like, that looks like a woman to me. So maybe that was a man and a woman earlier that banged. Maybe it was a man and a man. Maybe there's some sort of immaculate conception that happened because, you're a god. So maybe you gave those men mystical penis powers and they just made their own baby together.
Something's going on.
There's something.
Somebody's banging.
There's
That's
something
all
in the
I know.
waters that the milklings are drinking.
The milklings. It's the milk.
It is the milk. I don't think there's any animals. I don't think they plan for there to be any animals. Like, there's no farming system or, nothing like that. The whole idea is that you're a god and you're trying to make your people flourish. And as long as you give them an environment that they can do that in, they'll do that. But that's easier said than done. Because, like I said, somehow I fucked it up already. God, I got gas.
So ultimately, my objective is to get over here.
I guess, I guess. I mean, because you don't have a lot of land here, and up there, that's the mainland. Like, you can go up there and look at it if you want. Like, you can see it.
Yeah, let's take a look over here.
Like, there's a lot, and like, there's these like little temples right here, and you can place a totem on it, and they'll build that into a temple that like they'll worship you and stuff.
Does that farm any belief?
Yeah, you get
from
more
them?
belief. I think, yeah, once you find a temple like that, you can click on that temple, and you can basically, all the houses that are around that temple, you collect their belief on a big scale. And see, like, every time you click, there's one of the flags to tell a guy to go build something that uses some of your power.
No, well,
Yeah, when you double click close to a ridge like that, it tells it to creep on out towards you. It's like I had trouble with that too, trying to get rid of that rock formation. But every time I tried to do it, it would just fucking...
whoa.
You notice that's playing a song?
Yeah.
That's it's one of Mozart's symphonies. I forget which one it is, but they said that in one of the dev diaries of it, that's one of Mozart's symphonies, and if you click it enough, it'll just do the whole symphony.
Huh.
Supposedly you can left and right click at the same time and pick a bigger piece of land out of it. I don't know if that's working for you or not.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I didn't really catch that, because that's one of my things. Is like it's not quick to sculpt land. Like, it's not an easy thing to do.
Not at all. I noticed you kind of have to be very particular about what you want to move. Because it's not, if I wanted to move, say, this right here, I can't just, if I just dragged it in the middle, it's not going to cover all of it. And even though I'm pulling all the way as far as I can go, it's not going to just continuously pull it out. I just kind of had to constantly finagle it.
Finagle. That's a word. It is a word, right? You're a god, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'm a god. I can make dictionaries.
So I'll say this right now, like, you already have more. I don't know, I was just an asshole with my sculpting. Like, I was just doing dumb shit with it, and I couldn't get it to work right. But, like, you already have way more influence and power than I had. Oh, you got a totem.
Nice.
Wait. Yeah, I think that's like, if you want to move your group of people from one piece of land to another piece of land, you can do that. But, like, I didn't have much success with the totem.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
I had problems destroying houses. Yep, you did it.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, I did it. I kept doing that. So, like, that little... See, yeah, they're freaking out now. So, like, what you gotta do is expand that land again. Right there. And that... plot will come right back up. So now, like, what you want to try to do is try to get that little peninsula that you have
to connect.
Yeah. And if you see those little flashy little things go scroll down. Well, you see the little things flying in the air?
Yeah.
There's a surprise under there. There's no chest. You can't get it because you gotta move the land. You move the next level. You gotta be careful that asshole's gonna build a house on it.
Huh. I hear some kind of whispering or like...
Whispering?
It's not really whispering. It's more of... I don't know what the hell it is.